Hello, my book-loving friends, and welcome back to Storytime with Mary. This is where we get to read all of our favourite books. And if you're loving reading along with Mary, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together all the time. Are you loving reading along with Mary? I bet you are. We've been reading some really awesome books, haven't we? Do you remember all the books that we've read together? We've read loads and loads and loads and loads of books, haven't we? Just because we love reading. And today, I've got another awesome book for you today. Today, we're going to be reading a book called Thick, Tall Trees. And this book is written by Grace Dorcas Annan. So if you've got thick, tall trees at home, grab it now and let's read it together. And while you're grabbing your book, let me tell you a fun fact about trees. Okay, book lovers, I know that you've been paying attention and we have done a fun fact about trees before. Do you remember what it was? Okay, I don't know if you do. It was quite a while ago, let me tell you. So, book lovers, did you know that trees are the oldest living things on this earth? Yeah, some trees are as old as 5,000 years old. In fact, trees don't die. They don't die of old age. Some trees don't anyway. They don't die of old age at all. But book lovers, that is not today's fun fact. That's a fun fact that I've told you before. Today, I want to tell you that even though trees are currently the oldest living thing on this earth, they haven't been on this earth for that long at all compared to how long the earth has been around. The earth that we live on is about 450 billion years old. I can't even imagine 450 billion years. And did you know that trees have only really been around for about the last 10% of the earth's tenure? So trees have only been around for about 350 million years. That is not very long at all compared to how long the earth has been around. Isn't that a bit of a cool fact? Who knew that there was a time when there were no trees on the earth? Okay, book lovers, if you've grabbed your book, Thick, Tall Trees, should we get cracking and see what happens? Papa Michael, you promised to read to me today. Yes, my darling Gracie, I have not forgotten about my promise. Have your bath and let's get reading. Gracie, what do you want to read today? Daddy, I would rather love to listen to a story, please. I tricked you. Oh, Gracie. Okay, said her daddy. Let me tell you a story about trees then. Yay! Thank you. I love your tree stories, Papa. A very, very long time ago, the whole earth was filled with thick, tall, beautiful green trees. 1, 2, 3,000 millions of trees, from the top of the mountain to the side of the river. There were trees everywhere. Papa, like the trees in our garden? Yes, like the ones we have. Some were as tall as you, and some were as tall as the sky. Whoa, those are pretty tall trees, aren't they? In the trees lived beautiful birds, ants, monkeys, butterflies, and in the forest there were lots of different animals. Gracie, including Mickey? Yes. The trees gave us food, fresh air, and the river in the forest gave us tasty fish and drinking water. The forest also kept our environment cool, which was not too hot nor too cold. My friends and I often spent our afternoons chasing different kinds of butterflies in the forest. Daddy, that sounds like fun. Then, one day, my friends and I were ready to go butterfly chasing. when we heard loud noises. It was so loud, we were so scared. There were some men cutting down the trees. We hid as we watched the birds, bats and butterflies fly away. The monkeys and the squirrels all started running too. The ants were crushed wherever a tree fell down. The bats, butterflies, squirrels and monkeys also lost their homes. We all cried as we walked back home. My whole family was so sad when we told them about what they were doing to the beautiful, thick, tall trees. The next day, my dad and I went into the forest to see if they had left. But to our surprise, they were still there and more trees were being cut down. We stood there looking at a section of the land that was now bare, but used to be filled with trees and animals in our hometown. I cried again, Gracie. I would have cried too, Papa. It would be a sad world if there were no trees and animals in it. Papa Michael, yes, it would. Day after day, more trees were cut down and more animals died. I'm sad now. The water from the forest stopped flowing, and in some places it became so dirty that no one could drink from the stream anymore. Our community became too hot as we lost the cool environment we used to experience from the forest. So, what did you and your friends do, Papa? We started teaching people about the importance of trees and animals to the community after we realised more trees were being cut down. Soon afterwards, Grandfather became the next chief of the village, so he made a law to stop people from cutting down any of the trees, and we started planting trees to replace the ones that had been cut down. We saw people travel from near and far to see the birds, butterflies, and other animals in the forest. Our village started making money and developing with the money made from the visitors. We built a beautiful school, hospital, and a playground for the community. Our community members identified new trades from selling products from the plants and animals in ways that did not destroy the source of the products. That is lovely. I'm so proud of Grandpa becoming a chief to help out the trees and animals. Does that mean chiefs and leaders in communities should help protect trees and animals? Papa, what can I do to grow more trees? This is a good question. You should ask your friends at the activity centre tomorrow. Hello, Miss Ethel. Hello, everyone. Hello, Gracie Grace. Miss Ethel, what can we do to help the forest become greener? Oh, that's a lovely question, Grace. Well, let's start by looking at how important trees and animals are to the forest and how each and every one of them plays a key role in the system. Bees, butterflies, beetles, flies, wasps, midges and ants make sure plants and trees are pollinated, ensuring they produce fruits and nuts that will also grow into new trees and plants. And since we all like vegetables, except Harriet, we get our vegetables and fruit plants like garden eggs, okra, watermelons, cucumber, peppers, because these insects pollinate them. Do you know what pollination means? That's when bees and insects, they sit on the plant and they pick up the pollen from the plants and they spread them around so that you can grow new trees and flowers. Anyway, animals such as lizards eat small creatures like insects and they all become food for larger animals. This ensures the life cycle of life keeps turning, and that's called the ecosystem. Trees and plants also produce many resources for us, such as wood for building our homes, furniture for our schools and homes, medicine for curing our sicknesses, and food such as fruits and nuts. They also help reduce the negative effect of climate change, protect the soil and the water bodies around them. Trees keep the air clean. They act as a natural air conditioner and make it healthy for us to breathe every day. The forest also provides a home to the many animals, insects, and other creatures mentioned earlier. Without their forest homes, many of these animals will disappear from the world forever. Children, this is why it's really, really important that we care for all the animals and plants around us. I hope we practice these and look out for Mother Earth so we can live here for a very long time. We can all start by planting something in our old cups or bowls, and when it grows bigger, we can plant it outdoors, somewhere we like, so that it grows into a big tree. That's awesome, isn't it? That is such an important book that we just read. Do you know why it's so important? Because it tells you how to look after the earth. And it shows you how important trees are. Trees are really, really important because they help you breathe easier. They make the air clean. So we should all try as much as possible to keep our trees up. And you can do your very own little bit as well by not wasting paper, because you know paper comes from trees, don't you? Book lovers, I really hope you enjoyed that book. And that had such an important message, didn't it? About how to save our environment, which is so important. Book lovers, if you love that book as much as we did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our videos so that we can read together again next time. Okay, book lovers, I'll see you again next time. Bye.